Hi, my name is Kimberly DeAngelis, and tonight I'm going to be speaking about what are the most common reasons for a board to discipline a counselor, and what is my personal reaction as I read through the list. And basically, the list kind of surprised me. It was a lot of the common themes, or what I saw was consent, revocation, suspension of license, inadequate record keeping, no informed consent, relationships with employees, with clients' husbands, and all kinds of things. The reaction was that I was very shocked that the five of the counselors that I looked at were in violation of so many ACA code of ethics relating to insufficient record keeping, no informed consent, having a relationship with their client's husband, and they were in there for a family group, like group therapy kind of thing, paying for dinners for clients, paying for expensive taxi rides to a shelter, suggesting a shelter that was outside of the jurisdiction of the agency, and taking her clients shopping. And one of the particular clients, the counselors, had a psychotic break, and one could not find her license, which she said she lost it, which I was thinking maybe she wasn't practicing with the license. Outside of the record keeping issues, I found that these counselors, these issues that the counselors were disciplined about were to be quite shocking, and wondered why these individual counselors went to these extremes and didn't abide by the ACA Code of Ethics. And I was, really concerned when I read all of this, because that was not what I was expecting at all. And my thoughts are that these were not run-of-the-mill type of disciplinary actions. These were quite serious, that also related to severe mental illness, and wondered about the rationale of these counselors, and or are they just in total denial about their actions? And which could be, because when you're in the middle of the storm, you don't really see what you're doing or why you're doing the things that you're doing. You just do them, and where other people can see basically why you're doing the things you do. Some of the themes I looked at was that, like I said, no informed consent, practicing maybe without a license, or I don't know if the counselor was telling the truth, that she lost it, leaving confidential records in the waiting room in an unlocked cabinet where anybody could look at them. Also, one of the counselors was written up for allowing family members to do her billing for her and to have password protected information for client records, which I thought was a huge violation of the ACA Code of Ethics, in terms of, you're not supposed to give out your passwords and usernames to anybody, including your family or your husband or your partner, whatever. Then choose one of the more recent cases and discuss the following points. What was the behavior that led to one of the counselors' discipline? And the one that the case that stood out to me the most was the one that had a psychotic break, because she was hearing and seeing things that weren't there. She thought she was part of the NCA, and that she was like a secret agent, communicating with other people in that organization and going on a secret mission. She said she had an ankle bracelet on her ankle that was like a transmission device. However, it was basically an iPod. And I really felt bad for this individual, because she was noted and to be having a psychotic break and suffering from severe mental illness. And basically, she broke the code of ethics of impairment, and the and counseling people while she was impaired. The board decision was to revoke her license, obviously, and they would revisit it when she was actually well enough to do counseling again, and if she had to reapply. What questions, big questions does this have for me, or what do I think about, is how could this situation have gone on for such a time when someone is so disassociated from reality with a severe mental illness is this? That's the question I have, and how other people didn't notice, or how it got to that extreme, severe point of, her being so sick and not anyone, not even a colleague noticing. And that's really, I felt really bad for her. And I'm sure that had she been in her right mind, she wouldn't have been doing that kind of thing. And so that was really what stuck out to me. Thank you. Thanks for listening.